Hey everybody, just Jesse here, welcoming you back to my man cave, my garage, for another day of accountability. How's your guys' trek going? I hope it's going well. Mine is standing up again, and we're moving forward. I was able to be accountable today, being in the Word, and I was able to learn a little bit out of it. So today's Tuesday, it's June 2nd, the year 2020, and I want to utilize Psalm chapter 1 to tell us to be careful where we get our inner counsel or our wise counsel. Um, Psalm 1 really goes off and tells us the difference between the righteous and the wicked. And if you're a leader, like all Christians should be, please hear me out. It seems like the difference between the two happened to come down to your counsel. Who you have as your inner circle, who you listen to on a daily basis, that determines wicked or righteous um, leaders. So, that being said, let's take a look at Psalm 1. In verse 1, it tells us about how foolish leaders are led astray by a corrupt inner circle. So, in verse 1, it talks about the leader beginning to search out the wrong counsel, and the leader beginning to listen to the wrong voices, and then the leader beginning to join the wrong inner circle or have them join him or her. As wise leaders, they don't do that. Like the Psalm 1 verse 2 says that they meditate on God's word day and night, and they really examine it, they evaluate it, and they experience it for themselves. It's not just told to them by somebody else who may or may not have had that experience. Some of the results from listening to good counsel or having a good inner circle are things like stability. It says in verse 3, like a tree planted by a stream. It's secure in its foundation. It's got good roots, and therefore it's able to be fed and nourished. It's able to grow big and strong. It's able to provide things like fruit and productivity for everybody around it. A tree is able to transform bad air into good air, into oxygen for humans to breathe. So it also grows fruit for us to eat. And that's the cool thing with these plants and trees, is that when they're planted in the stream, and I'm going to use the stream as like a good counsel or living water, if you will. If it's planted in the stream of living water, if it's planted in Jesus, it's planted in God, then it will grow. It will be that strong foundation that you need as a tree. It'll be nourished, it'll be fruitful and productive, and the tree is going to be grounded so that you can swing from it. It's not going to be so easily knocked over, and it also talks about strength and durability. When hard times come, it's still going to be able to grow. It's still going to be able to be there. It's not going to die and wither away. It'll ultimately be successful. So with wise counsel, that points to God, and we become a massive, beautiful tree giving life to those around us. Now, not everybody can think that way, but think of yourself as a tree. Are you grounded in God's living water? Are you secure in your foundation? Do your roots go deep, or are they just on the surface? Are you being fed with that water and nourished? Are you growing? Are you growing and being fruitful and being productive with that living water, or are you just by the wayside? Are you strong in your foundation, strong enough that when the bad times come, you'll be able to still stand and not fall over? Those are the things that we look for as being leaders in life. It's what we need to look for when we need to be strong in our commitment with God and be successful in what we do, because that's how God is going to provide. He'll provide the living water for us to grow on. So just a small little talk today about being careful where you get your counsel. A lot of bad things can come from a couple of bad seeds, and it just takes one voice to turn around that that wicked leader and turn him into a righteous leader. All you got to do is find the good counsel. So I hope that this touched somebody today. I hope that it was able to reach your inner circle. And if you think that somebody inside your inner circle needs to hear this, then go ahead, by all means, share it. I am definitely always open to sharing God's word with people. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can leave a comment. I always like to see when people throw those thumbs up at me. And lastly, if you haven't subscribed already, I ask you to go ahead and subscribe, especially if you're working on accountability, especially if you want to be in the Bible every day. Reach out to me. I'm more than happy to get with you and try to help you on that journey. All right, guys. Finally, the last thing, if you want to be notified about my videos every day, there's a little bell. Just go ahead and click the bell, and they'll send a notification to you either on your phone, your computer, your email, whatever. But you'll be notified of when I post a video, and I'll be posting videos daily as my accountability trek is still moving forward. So, all right, guys, I hope you have a great night. Be blessed. Be strong like that tree. Be planted in the living water. Be safe.